stressing, it's depressing, and just plain pressing me
check
past my
one.
limits.
Check one.
Microphone check 1, 2.
Pictures and drafts.
Theo Huxtable on the one. Jamming on the one. Jamming on the one.
I'm fracking the horn.
That's right.
Fracking the horn. Listing more crap in my eBay store.
Oh, I'm fracking the horde.
Fracking the horn. From the death pile in our floor.
It's the best part. Everybody get up and dance except for me. I got to keep the weight on. I don't want to fade away too soon. Unlike Josh Galt, I do reverse engineer. I'm reverse engineering health. Which is to say.
All right.
Aloha, everybody.
Aloha.
Welcome to the podcast about listing your death pile. First time I ever said that. I just taglined it. Because that's actually what it is, but then again.
I think there's someone out there called the death pile lister or something.
Death pile picker. He's the death pile picker. It's we're in the death pile oriented content. He and I. And us. And you.
Aren't we all, really?
We are. Aloha, everybody. Welcome to Wednesday, which is typically referred to as Hump Day. And I thought in the theme of Easter and humping, the title of the show would be there. And it's it's one of those
I was
things.
like, wait, what is Josh saying? Huh? And then I look and I was like, oh, God.
I don't think we're actually going to
title.
show any of the reproduction of sales unless you have questions about those sales. Actually, no. I actually absolutely was going to ask today. See, it's written down here.
Oh, really? I'm surprised. You're surprising me in so many ways.
Any question mark apostrophe S questions on our process. For you Canadians, I'll say process. Because I don't know, does anybody care how we do anything? And I say that, but the show is supposed to be about demonstrating stuff, and we never do it. I just assume everybody knows everything, and if you don't want to know from us. And yet, somehow we've been doing it for 26 years. Me, mostly. Thank you.
Oh, you know
Yes.
what?
What?
John made it big time.
Big time John!
Value-added resources.
Oh, yeah, he's in the big leagues now.
She referenced
Not the
him.
first time, actually.
No. So,
Yay, John! So,
She
here's
did-
the story.
she
The
did-
story is that last year in August, we put out a show about how the AI crapped out. And the next day, John put out a slightly better show, and that more people watched. And then he redid it yesterday. No. Monday?
yeah. Oh, sorry.
He redid it on Monday. He did an update on it. That's what I meant to say. He did an
Well,
update.
So, for one thing,
What? Huh? What?
I think
So much
I
help.
think John
Just
did
what?
a video a long time ago, like a year or so ago. And then
It was in August.
and then no, even before that.
It was in
And then in
September.
August, and then in August you did one. There was like some new update or something from eBay, or
I have a lot of
we were
questions.
all
Number
trying
one, how dare
that
you?
bulk listing using the photos,
the bull.
and that's
bull listing.
That's when we did it. He did it, but.
The point is that
eBay
it sucks.
now has actually released to the U.S. as well as U.K., Germany, for personal accounts on the app, the AI Magic Listing tool, and Value Added Resource did an article back in August about this, and she just updated that article with
That's magic.
John's video. She
Yes.
actually put a link to his video. She says how John
It's gone viral.
John
John's
made a
going
good point.
viral.
He went
viral.
He showed on his Monday video
he's
that
going
she puts
viral.
the link to that Grok, the AI Grok program, does a better
Does a
job
heck of a lot better
than
job.
eBay. And he's like, why can't eBay do this?
Now you know what the answer
And it's
to that
because
is?
it's in-house AI technicians and they don't know what they're doing and blah 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 blah.
I don't think eBay. Yeah, eBay doesn't know what they're doing. You're right.
Jen,
Because
I don't know where the tool is either.
We just saw the a commercial. Oh, you can answer. I mean, I'll just talk.
So
on top
Jen's
of
like,
you
where
and say
is
that
the
we just
tool
saw a
found on the
commercial
app?
for eBay. We saw a 1 minute and 39 second with a race car driver that I don't know, and it was called eBay Lane. Okay, so and I was like, is it Lane because he's a race car driver? No. Turns out if you watch the commercial that he's in this little room and their eBay is another term for memory. For like going down memory lane. So it has all
Going
these
down eBay lane?
Yes. So it's got all these like an old
It's a
TV
synonym?
and video games, and he's talking about old stuff that he likes. So they're doing this like super creepy, weird, half baked, but maybe good, but I don't know.
Like they have this like little teeny staged room with
Yes.
cameras all
and
up
it's
in
really,
the corners.
really super bad, and I
It's
really,
like he's
really
in
hate it.
He's in an interrogation room.
Yes, it looks like an interrogation room with a bunch of prop garbage. But here's the thing, and here's the thing where I'm going to go right off on my lawn. It's not supposed to appeal to me. It doesn't.
Supposed to appeal to young people.
It appeals to somebody other than me, and I hope it does. I can't tell if it will because it seems really gross
I hope
and
it
kind of
does. Yeah.
lame. And eBay Lane seems lame. But thank you, eBay. I mean,
And you know what I want to say? It is crazy how many things we have been watching in the past 2 weeks that say eBay in it. Like
yeah.
shows.
Yeah,
I got this on eBay. Or,
seems to be
what are you
some
going to
sort
do?
of
Go sell it on eBay?
uptick.
Like actual entertainment shows, not commercials, just
They're just planting the name.
because
so it's,
because they everyone knows eBay. Not everyone
I hope
knows
they're
like
doing that.
Debop and or
Debop. You don't even know Debop. No.
Tidbit.
That's where the kids are, the tidbits and Debops. The bit boppos.
But Jen, so we do have one of our accounts
Who doesn't have
is
any power?
a personal account, and I could not find the
Nope.
AI listing tool on the app. For
Hi,
that
Axe
personal
Monkey. Hi,
account.
Kylie Debs. Hi, Josh
Aloha.
Gultz. Don Flippin. Cornhusker Picker.
Wow,
Aloha
nice
to
to
all
see you.
Jen, Mike Seller, Silver Hair
Mike.
Stacker. I'm trying to get
Howdy,
ahead by
aloha.
not playing all the things, but I should.
Kevin is here, Stoic Picker.
Stoic
Nice to see you
Picker's here.
again.
Happy lunchtime to everybody. That's Jack. Look at this.
Lag
is
is robot.
here.
Carla, look at
What? Nash VT's here?
Brightline E.
What?
Awesome. Thanks for
That's
being here.
awesome. Yes, there's so many though. I gotta tell you. The thing is that there's Den Decor. Did you say hi to Carla? Yay. Well, let me just finish saying hi. Hi.
Doug Rowe.
Doug and Rowe are here. I guess this is part of our problem is that we're not supposed to say hi to everybody because people just want to get in here and they're real business oriented and they want to find out all our nuggets. But you're not going to find out the nuggets because I'm going to bury them within the 2-hour show. And they are such joy.
Okay, we got
They're such
two
joyful.
yellow
got yellows.
questions. We love the yellows.
Yep, do it.
And like John, we're not going to stop saying hi to everyone because
we're going to do
that
it.
would be rude. That would be like someone walking into your house
Yeah.
and you just ignore them and walk
Taking
away.
a dump on your carpet
not
and then
doing
just
that.
walking out and it smells like soup. Yeah. I know. That's why we're not going to do it. You're welcome, Biff. We got you back on. Just made that call. Telepathy. Anybody see that they're going to cure autism today on the internet? We saw the guy. The RFK said he's curing autism. Thank you.
I don't know if you can cure it.
I'll accept a reparations check for autism. Thank you.
Yes, Pokums. He's such a good boy.
Hold on. I got everything working, so it's gonna be like, wait, make him do something, cool or something.
Whoa.
Oh my God, pause! Whoops.
No, that's.
That did not work. These are broken now.
Whoa. He's
What?
Oh.
These are all broken. Oh. Okay, wait, I got it. Chunk, 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 chunk. Then I'm gonna chunk, 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 go over.
Yeah, so we got the camera working better. Whoa. No.
Here's my arm. I remember when I got that freckle.
Which one? There's like
They've all blended together at this
gazillions.
point. Why can't I go gazillion? I love how you make up numbers.
So Paul Rose is probably not going to be here. He's getting
He's drunk.
with the gardening neighbor.
Paul Rose is drunk.
To poop on your carpet. Nice to see
John
ya.
is just here to poop on your carpet. Did I say that? I mean, I don't even know what I'm talking about. You can't blame me for my words. Nobody can. So, questions about our process. Did somebody actually ask a question about our process?
There are 2 yellow questions.
Okay. Serious questions. How do you guys do your comps? Okay. So, it's a good question because I do use mostly Terapeak to do. I mostly do comps because she's more process lady.
I do look it up too.
To make sure that she's not wasting time on, whatever. But with Terapeak, the most important thing to remember is, most people know this probably in the room, but not everybody knows it. In fact, even my good friend who used to sell on eBay had no idea that Terapeak is fake and the numbers are bogus. So the problem is,
well, with make offers or
they tend to be more accurate. They're not always accurate. They tend to be much more accurate than eBay's 90-day backwards. So if you look online and look at 90-day greens on eBay, you will find every price is wrong. Like almost every price is wrong. So if it says 80s and $90 and there's 100 of them, like John was showing today in his video, I would trust that based on the repetition of the numbers, but not the actual numbers themselves, because they don't tell you the cent offers, the offers. Sometimes they don't even show if it was on sale. I don't really understand how they do it all. So I feel
like it's just really random.
It seems. And then if you go on Terapeak, half of the items I sell that seem to be Apple computer related or high-end computing stuff aren't even on there anymore. So as soon as I sell them, they're not there. I don't know where they go.
So anyhow, to answer your question is...
That's the answer. Is I use Terapeak with a really serious grain of salt. Is that the right term? Comps come from eBay. Comps come from sales. But understanding that I want to look for the pattern in the sales as opposed to, and where that number lies to price my item, as opposed to taking a number directly from eBay or any other, like, 'cause when it suggests a number, I don't do that because it might not be enough and it might be too, I mean, it's usually just not enough. And then I go for about 80% of what I find the median, is that the right word? Like median. So, like, you'll always have these crackpots that are trying to sell something, $100 item for $300. And for some reason, 1 or 2 of them sells. I don't know. You're not going to get that probably. And then the lowest one is 60. And then there's a conglomeration of them at like $85, just throwing out random numbers. I would go for $80. And then I would possibly put it on sale for another 10% off, just to get it down into the lower part of the average. So it's average price am I looking at? I don't do anything by process.
Are you following along?
Yeah, because I don't write anything down. I just do whatever the heck. I just do something the same way for 26 years, and I can't explain it. That's the weird part.
What I do too is... So, he does all the final pricing and everything. But I do often, I will look to see what items have sold for. I don't really go to Terapeak. I'm just like, a quick 90 days. And then I do also check to see what is currently, if the item is currently listed, and to see how much it is listed for. Because you certainly don't want to be the highest price one unless you feel yours is a better condition or whatever than the ones that are listed.
Why isn't this thing working? I need people to see the pokey. There he is. Look at him.
Hi.
Look at him just sitting there like a, I am people.
He's like, next.
Look at me touching the little dog. He's an Easter chocolate bunny. He really is. He's hollow. Except I did take a bite out of him.
Oh, the
wasn't hollow.
Oh no, he has a tortellini ear.
Oh, look at baby tortellini.
Ear. Doesn't look like tortellini.
You see his brains in there.
Oh, I was going to say,
form of broccoli.
When it comes to us deciding if we're even going to bother like listing something, or a sell-through rate. I mean, there are some things that we don't bother listing because the sell-through rate looks awful.
We fracked the hoard. We found a little vein of. There's a couple more of these. These are Sirius satellite radios, but they're all on lifetime supply, buddies. What's up? So they're older radios. These are like first, second, third generation radios, but I got a bunch of them that are lifetime subscriptions, and they still work. I'm gonna sell those. I think they still sell for money. I haven't looked up the prices, but they used to sell for hundreds of dollars, but I think they probably still do. I'm not gonna even look because we fracking the hoard, aren't we? Doesn't really matter. But to decide, I'm using that as an example. I'm gonna go over here to the eBay, and then I'm gonna give you this beautiful popped out chat. Isn't that nice? Question: what was for lunch? We don't even do lunch, lag. We just jammed a whole bunch of, and I want to complain about hippies for a second. These people who are so interested in health and well-being of people invented the single most deadly food on earth and the most delicious, and it's called trail mix. What's up with that? Am I right? I thought I'm going to health mode. I'm going into Halle Berry health mode, and I'm just going to eat trail mix all day, and I'm going to walk, and it's going to be great. And then 15 pounds later, thanks for nothing, hippies.
I've had 1.5 bags of Jordan almonds.
Oh, I have those too.
In 2 days.
Who invented Jordan almonds? You burn. You burn. Okay, so anyway, thank you, Kevin. We're trying a new format with the messages, which is super random.
That's not new,
and not doing lags.
Joey was saying, I second what spam says. At Paul Rose,
And
party
she just reads whatever she wants.
Party on.
They're not going to match, but at some point. Oh, that was it. Let's see. I love cinnamon. Speaking of cinnamon, I hope you're doing well. Curious Collection. Hope everything's cool with you guys. We haven't seen you for a while. And I bet you when people take off and they take some time off of eBay, you know what they don't want to hear? People asking how they're doing.
You mean time off from YouTube?
Yeah, what you say? You know what I'm talking about. Yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about. When people take time off of YouTube, not eBay, you know what they don't want to do? They don't want people to ask them how they are because they're taking time off of YouTube. They don't want to see us. They hate us.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, you have fans when you have fans.
Oh.
When you have... No!
You're very sad. Where's Gary's collection? Where are they?
I like how the
sweetie.
teeth... The teeth are like...
Sweetie.
Really
Where
weird.
is Gary? I'm sorry. They'll be back, sweetie. They'll be back.
I hope so.
They'll be back. Oh, no, I got the sads now. Where are you guys? Will, Cinnamon, Lag loves you. Hope you guys are doing okay. Thank you. And now you're bald.
Oh, Paul's not here, so...
Paul's drunk. Don't let Paul see this, neighbor.
Oh, no, he's going to run to the toilet and vomit.
Yeah, somebody's got to do it.
Did you read Biff's? I found an old stereo remote in my garage.
No. Biff found that stereo remote and he sent it.
Wait, he's talking about that's what Lioness. No, what Lion? What is his stupid name? Jamie. That's
Lee
what
Curtis?
Jamie, right? Jamie's like, I found this remote in my garage, and I took a picture of it and cha-ching.
Did you still have the sad face on?
No, but it looks like it, huh? I don't need any filters. I can make my own photos.
Wait, yes, Jamie said he found an old remote. Well, what a dude. What a dude.
It's like, it doesn't even work. So whatever he was saying was working. I hope that's not what Josh saw. You remember how Josh was like, oh my God, you guys, what I saw is going to change.
I also agree. I hope that I concur with you. If Josh saw that and was impressed, I'm going to have concerns about our boy.
So wait, no. Basket Nudes is hair.
Do you see Nash that said e-commerce bites is proof that complaining works. It's our sandbox now. We're taking over. We're coming to Canada. I mean, is she in Canada? No, she's in Massachusetts. No, wait. Is she in Massachusetts?
Yeah.
She's in Massachusetts. Where's the other?
I don't know where
where's
value
Liz?
added. Where's value added resources? I feel like value added sometimes has more than e-commerce bites, more info.
That was Reveille. The verses are kind of deep. Wait, we don't know what that means. I'm not. See, this is what happens when you don't read stuff.
So
in
read
particular
stuff.
Order.
eBay hustle, man, I'm balling. Cashing in my pocket, no stalling. Thugs in the game. We keep
That must be it.
Ariel got the hustle hard. You know the deal. Wait, did you say Bib's power was back on?
Yes, he's back. So don't worry about him. He's all taken care of. I called the Illuminati and had him turned back on.
Oh, you're just joking. Okay.
Joking. Where's Josh's comment that deserves an LOL?
The one that
Okay,
up at the top.
Yep, I got it. I'm back. Back in the saddle. Sometimes you just want to wring his little neck. Look how shiny.
Falling like a king, got my bids in the air, sipping that success. Ain't no room for despair. Thug life online on my digital beast. These biatches want to hate, but I'm feasting like a feast.
Shiny head. Get out your Venmo card. Stare at the shiny head. Send all the
Look
money
into the crystal
to Primo
shiny
at onlyfeet.com.
Okay, keep on going. Look at those toenails.
In case that's a real, don't ever do that. Don't do what I just said to do. Because I don't even know that could be a real place, and I just told people to. I just hypnotized people with a shiny head, and now they're Venmoing to somebody.
To shiny head.
To shinyhead.com. Thank you. Okay, now we're getting. Okay, you read that one. Okay, we got the nudes is here, saying hi, ahoy everybody. We did quirky picker.
Giddy up.
That's the one. Always down for some real fake sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Me too. I'm not sure what that is. Real fake sauce. Major Wayne, have you looked at the lyrics of that song? Oh, what's that? Oh, I think we're missing. Are we missing some sort of pop culture thing that we reference? Now I feel dumb and scared and I have to go cry. I'm gonna cry.
No, I'm crying.
Oh, no, it's Cat
No,
Jen.
you're crying.
I'm crying.
It's weird how it makes you have like. So evidently my teeth are so big that it makes it look like I have 20 more teeth than I really have.
Yeah. They're kind of yellow too.
Yeah, I know. Look at that.
They match
This
my
light
hat.
is weird.
Our teeth match the hat.
I mean, my
all
teeth are sort
golden
of yellow
teeth.
anyhow from
I had
drinking coffee.
I had
but
an operation
they're
over
like,
the weekend where I got metal legs. It was risky, but I think it's going to be worth it.
Okay. Sup, John?
John.
Keep on going.
That was John. He did a
Poo-poo platter.
on our carpet.
Ayo, ayo.
Ayo is here, and we have...
My teeth.
It was actually in the cards today, but it'll happen randomly at some other time. I thought we were going to go to Costco this morning, but things got away from us. So, but I'm definitely going to do the Glizzy Bake demonstration. I didn't invent it, and I've seen lots of information about it, and I have a very specific methodology in mind to amuse and delight everyone with these food items.
Does anyone still need to file their taxes?
Because you're
I was haired out yesterday.
You're dumb. Thank you. No, you're not. Especially if you filed. I'm going to give tax advice. I always give tax advice.
Oh, God.
File your taxes.
Okay.
Thank you.
But
if you didn't file them yesterday, then yeah, you're not. You didn't do it right. Sorry. I don't want you to feel bad about yourself, but you didn't do it right. Remember in Mr. Mom when he, like the first day he goes to school, Jack, you're not doing it right. He went the wrong way to drop off the kids. So
we had snow.
and that's why I don't
today.
even care. That's why I'm all like,
It's
whatever.
not staying on the ground, but boy, yesterday we were in the
Coulda titled
60s.
this-
Today it's
the show, whatever.
freezing.
It's snowing. Not just freezing, but also moistness in the air in the form of white. Not good. Not fair. Not good.
Yes, we love Bearded Picker. He's so often awesome. I love it when he mentions us in
Where are we?
the show.
Oh, yes.
So we comp our stuff against Bearded Picker, who very kindly plugged this show earlier.
Yes, he
in
did.
his
Thank you
live
very much for
today.
that.
Thanks so much, Bearded Picker.
And he does a great job talking. Sometimes smack, but a lot of good stuff in there, especially about following the whatnot journey as we keep putting off when we're going to actually do it. But I see that's kind of common. We schedule a show and maybe we just, on the day of the show, we put that off a couple of days, gather some more marbles, put some more items. So it's not uncommon for people to have shows and then reschedule.
Oh.
I'm down with that kind of activity.
I think I would only want to start out with
2026.
not many items
Coming to whatnot,
to get
2026.
a feeling for it, because I don't want us to sell
So here's the question.
a lot and then be like, oh my god, we gotta ship them all in
let's
one
leave
day.
it. Let's leave it to the chat, because this is actually a very serious question that has been pondering me. I'm going to put it in here.
Oh yeah, you
I
haven't
did.
done a little survey in a while.
So here's start a poll. That's what she said. Am I right?
Oh, Doug and Row, 13 months.
What?
I
DEF
love
CON 1. How do these months
You
go
guys
by?
are awesome. Thank you so much.
How is the time going by so fast? Because it was just a month ago, wasn't it? Well, thank you to our top
It's
fans.
so true.
And our medium fans and our no, what is it called? DEF CON 1, DEF CON 3, DEF CON 2. Is there only 3? Thank you to our DEF CONs. That's not a really good title for people. Our DEF CONs. What?
Oh,
Thank
Doug
you.
and Roll.
You guys are so awesome. But there's definitely a tier of people who have been with us that are members. That's what I'm trying to say. And the question is, what is the question? I was going to make a question.
We're just talking about.
I said ask a question. We got distracted with that.
Whatnot?
Should we do? Okay, this is it. And then I'll come back to praising all of you all who make our lives worth coming on Monday and Wednesday, because you're not talking to us, but yet I feel like I could hear you.
Yeah,
but then if I
isn't that
really
weird?
heard you, you would sound totally
Do you
different.
make
All
up
that.
like
What's lag sound
what
like?
their voices? Yeah.
Hello, I am lag. Good to meet you. Goodbye. Click.
Yeah. That. Did you know that some people, they can't. What is it? Like when they're thinking, they aren't thinking in their own voice or something like that.
Oh, they thinking like James Earl Jones
They
or
just
something?
don't think in a voice. Like
In a world.
not everyone thinks.
In a world where I have to put on my slippers and go to the bathroom.
I can't remember what
There
it was.
is a
Well, me
struggle.
too.
The struggle to put on my socks in the morning. Thank you. It's the worst part of my day, putting on my socks. And I can't remember whose joke that was. It's the funniest thing I've ever heard. I think it was Jim Gaffigan or
Wow,
something.
Biff.
The worst part of my day is putting
Biff
on my
hasn't
socks.
even had a hot dog from Costco this year. That's how radicalized I've become about diet.
Good for you, though. Because you know what if you're eating at McD's or Costco, the stuff, I wonder what you're eating, though. Are you eating rabbit food? Because that's what we're eating now. We had a big night the other night where we had
Oh, okay. Thanks, Brightline
tacos.
E. Oh, wait, that's what it was. I can't visualize thoughts.
Aphantasia.
I read that
Do you
a
have
long
that?
time ago. No, that's what half the
I
time
can't
why I
not
look like I'm just
visualize
looking
thoughts
out into
in
space.
17 different versions. That's what spends so much of my time is spent, like, I haven't even filled out the stupid thing yet. So much of my time is spent trying to process something. So like this morning I woke up, or didn't wake up this morning, but I was up, for crying out loud, thank you. And I had to do a task that was repetitive. And what it involved was putting in pictures into a spreadsheet. But what I had to do was do this thing where I had to, if you pressed Shift Alt IGI, it would open up the box so then I could drag and drop. and I had to do it 50, 60 times. So I'm like, I'm gonna program the macro on my keyboard to do this. So an hour and a half later, and I have to find the password and have it resent to me, and then figure out how to go and update the drivers, and then find the thing, and then figure out how do you program the keys again, and then it wouldn't even do it at the end of it. So a task that would have taken a half hour ended up taking me like 3 hours today, and so that's my life. But generally, what I do is when I can't find something, I stop looking for it. I just stop. And that's one of the ways I've learned how to compensate for my deficiency and being a dipshit. I mean, I sometimes I can't find something, and don't look for it because you're never going to find it. Go to bed, wake up in the morning, come downstairs, or if you're on a single floor, don't go downstairs, just walk into your work area. The item will be placed right there where you can see it. And that's how it works every single time. So, and I go to bed after my wife, and I wake up before her. So it can't be her unless she's like a super sexy elf.
I don't sleep well at all, though.
So you get up in the middle of the night, super sexy elf, and redo my stuff. So what happens?
I don't know what you're even talking about.
Nobody knows.
Sorry. So Josh was saying that the eBay's AI isn't great because they're pulling from their own database. And that's exactly what I was sort of assuming.
Josh, who has a bigger database than eBay?
They aren't looking through, like, they aren't going online looking for info.
He answered my question before.
Oh, what? Their database is rolling and only carries 90 days of image data.
But hold on a second. I've been suffering on eBay, suffering succotash on eBay for decades with them telling them that they're gathering my information so that they could roll out AI, so that they could help. And they don't keep that data. They just keep it rolling on 90 days. So that means that can't be true, Josh, because then that would mean they lose. Not every item is sold. Yeah, actually, it could really be true because they don't seem to have anything in there. And I sell such rare items that they might not sell in 90 days. So it always seems like they don't know what the hell I'm selling. I just swore. Did you hear that? H-E-double-T spicks. Two spicks. Sorry, Miss Maisie.
I have noticed that because sometimes I'll do I lately have been doing image search on eBay, and yes, it won't. Often it will pull up, the item I have, but often it won't. It will pull up something completely different, and I'm like, oh, just because they don't have any active listings or sold listings right now.
This sounds like Philip Seymour Hoffman. People say I look like Philip Seymour Hoffman sometimes.
A combination of Jack Black and Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Yeah. Oops, stop. Don't do that. It made my nose itch now. Oh, but man. Why does my nose itch early when we're online? Can you go back up?
You're making me, it's like a yawn. You're making me rub my nose.
Look at all these words.
Yeah, go.
We don't even read your words anymore.
So, okay. So.
Made you win. Now I only hate the song with White Hot Heat of 99 Suns. Thank you for letting us know to take a deeper look at the song. The amount of suns can be reduced even further. Thank goodness, because that's a lot of nuclear energy.
So Biff was saying, I use TerraPeak to see how many like items exist. And then I have a pricing algorithm, my brain, based upon rainy days and suns and rainbows. No.
Yes.
Rarity and coolness. Right. I include best offer in case I'm over optimistic.
I don't feel like eBay's, any of eBay's, I mean, to be honest, across the board, all of eBay's data must be taken with a grain of salt, especially because they can track you when you go on vacation to California or Colorado. They can do all these things. And to be honest with you, this year has showed me something, that if people are going to do something, they're going to do it. Now they're going to do it, right? So if really they can make more money off of you, I don't even remember my point. The point is, yes.
You know what's
the
really
point is you have to use your own brain.
Is that you still have not created the poll.
Okay, here we go. I'll try to concentrate now. Should we do our first
Aloha, WTF, aloha from Germany
auction? Not to say that Kevin has even invited me over there, but I'll go invite myself.
I look at so Dendacor says that he looks at the sold prices and shoot like high, middle because of offers. So we're samesies. Yeah.
And understand that when it says 1,200, well, I'll say this for sure: if you're looking at the 90 days on eBay not using TerraPeak, don't do that. Because if it says it's something sold for $900, it could sold for $9. You won't know.
And we've mentioned this before, but we have seen on eBay
Why is Pokey so
in
dang
ended, yeah, I know, in
can't help it.
ended
My
sales
side of the family.
that our own personal items, they say that we sold it for a higher price because
Yes.
they say that we
'Cause
sold it
we
for
know
the
how much we
marked
sold them
price
for.
when we actually
didn't.
took offers. So it's weird.
And there's no line through it. There's no indication that the item was sold for 25% less than it shows.
Yeah. I don't, like, Pokey is so dang cute because he was born that way.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm saying. Because
You weren't
he
saying
had
it.
his
You were
little
singing
teeny
it.
backpack and he traveled from down south to come up here to move in with us, and
He's from the Puppy Belt in South Carolina.
the puppy belt where all the puppies get dumped. And
Somewhere
then
there. The people just drive there to dump their
Vermonters
puppies.
love adopting puppies.
And they fly, and doctors donate their time in their airplanes, and they go down there and rescue them and bring our bespoke little puppy up to
And
us.
his little intake photo of when
intake.
they took him in and they were treating him and stuff, he was all drenched and wet, and he looked like a little teeny black
we
lamb.
have
It
him
was
juxtaposed
so
against the-
cute.
Okay, here's this. So, Dib.
So B Nudes was saying, I was told by a bookseller at the post office to include a coupon code with every order goes out. I was told by a bookseller at the post
Oh,
office.
bookseller.
To include.
Yes. No, that's a great idea. Well, you have to have a website. Or I guess you can just send them to your eBay store. Be better if you had a website, so then you wouldn't have to pay the fees. You could circumvent, because the book selling fees are the highest ones on eBay, I think. And electronics are the
Amazon.
lowest. Amazon.
Doesn't Amazon have really high book selling fees?
I think so.
You're just saying for categories on eBay.
Start poll. There's a poll. I don't know if I spelled it right. I didn't really proofread it. So, but the big question is, do we go into the gentle, calming arms of Commonwealth
Can you
Kicker,
move the?
and he can make us one of the 1 million notifications we've gotten from Didbit about live auctions? And he really does promote, and you kind of like get his crew to come over to your thing, which is, I don't have to rely on my own crew, which I don't have in either location. I can use some of his crew to fill in the audience, hopefully.
And with Dip,
Or would what not be better?
A
I don't know
longer time
anybody.
to ship.
Yeah, I think the Dibdit does that progressive shipping where you only have to ship once a week. Whatnot makes you ship every day. I don't care about that. And I'm the shipper, so just let me...
Can you scroll back up, please, if you're able to?
Squirrel back up. Primo, Kimo. Squirrel back
Right
up.
line.
Okay.
Oh
let's
boy. Oh wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, hey.
With an expiration
Wobble,
date.
wobble, 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 wobble. Look at that. It's WTF from Germany.
I did say aloha. So Mike was saying, I'm counting on the show to bring me big money. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Big money, no whammies. Let's do it. Yeah, you're not going to get one. You want a sale? There you go. You want a
I
sale?
got a goose egg so far today. Time
Lag?
for me to post on
Lag, you sit
Reseller
this one
group.
out. You've
It's
had
the
enough
worst
sales,
day
okay?
in 25 years of selling. Our eBay is broke.
Who did that?
Mike is just, he's being funny. Time for me to, did I say tunny? What
Got a
did I
big
just
goose
say?
egg so far? Well, we're all about eggs over here.
He said, time for me to post on a Reseller group that it's the worst day in 25 years of selling, or eBay is broke.
eBay is broken, as we all know. Funny thing is, I put up this stuff. I don't know. The funny thing is you put up stuff. Okay. Here's some reseller content.
Oh, I love cinnamon rolls. Yum.
Here's some reseller content that I got from Carrie, and John verified it. For Carrie, the arbitrage American, and John, the flippin' ain't easy guy, both verified that if you buy stuff that people want and sell it at a good price, you can sell it on eBay. So a sale for you, a sale for you.
You get a sale. You get a sale.
So many sales.
So
you.
Basket Nudes was saying that this bookseller at the post office was saying that he claimed it boosted repeat customer sales fairly significant.
Can somebody please be a hater of the show? We don't get any feedback that we suck or anything. I mean, I cry way too much. That should be in there.
I bake fantastic cinnamon rolls.
Nobody
cinnamon
likes
rolls
this
are
enough.
one of my favorites.
Spoiled Phoenix, whatever his name is.
Annie's cinnamon rolls. If you
All the
ever
people.
just buy them at
Nobody
the
likes
grocery store, you know those
Wah.
tubes that pop when you open them.
They have
Annie's.
They have, like,
Oh
Annie's.
man, those are so good.
There's no way they're any better for you than the fake ones, but
The-
they're at least Annie's.
The icing
You can pay
is awesome.
3 times more and feel like you're doing the right thing somehow.
Den decor basket. I think it depends on the niche, but I believe it.
Who's in the what?
For
now?
the coupons. Major Win, weren't they on the last one?
Ooh, I don't know what's happening. Let's see that one.
Absolute fines. Aloha to you. Hope sales are up.
Sales are up. Sales. They're up like the Hindenburg. Absolute fines.
We're not
That's the
we're not
tickets.
complaining, but they could definitely be better. But
Look, we put up 12 lenses of the projection type, and 6 of them sold overnight. That was 2 nights ago. Did we get sales last night? Yes, we did. And we sold, Biff, you'll be happy to know, the stragglers, the hangers on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We sold the Anchor Hawkins,
the last 2
yeah,
glow in the dark nuclear
the what are they called? Vaseline glass or whatever.
uranium.
Uranus.
Uranus
Glass. And those hung around, so that whole box sold in 30 days. Sell through rate, great one. But this one pair of glasses just sold. So I'm guessing that was last summer.
And
So
they
6 months
sold
for this
because we were looking at them online going,
yeah.
isn't that weird? I wonder
Why
why
haven't
these
these sold?
didn't sell. And then we were like, maybe they don't look like they're actually glowing. And lo and behold, today they sold. We were just
Conspiracy
looking at them
theory.
yesterday.
I think that
And-
if you hover above one of your items, that particular item will get more impressions.
Or if you stare at it in your storage and go,
If you look at it personally,
been a long
it could
time.
sell overnight. Yeah, it can. It can. It can.
So Matt was
It can.
saying,
It can. Proven. Fact.
yeah, yesterday dead till the evening. Today's shaping up the same way. It's
Dan
funny
DeCore,
you say that.
did you get more information from here over there at CD Rocks and Flips? I saw you, Major Win. I saw you guys. I listened to the whole show. And he does actually have good stuff. But, I mean, we have the facts over here. This is what the magic is.
You just have to dig through all the.
He's on, thankfully, so I can listen to something up to our show because there's not always something there.
But yesterday,
got
yeah, I
Beard,
think
and then it
yesterday
went into
I
CD Rocks and
said,
Flips. Then it goes into Primo Kimo.
I said,
and then it goes
wow,
into
are we not going to have any sales today? But then they came in at
came through.
night.
Yep, they did.
Yeah.
But we don't have any ability to forecast. So unlike James, who's like expecting them, he's like sitting there with a catcher's mitt. and he's like,
B Nudes
"What?
was saying
Come
word
on."
has it eBay is currently integrating into Facebook, and yeah,
No.
I've seen that
Is that
too.
true?
And in fact, I was reading.
Where are you reading that? It better not be these gray comments.
No, it's right.
Where is it?
The green, right below the green. I was actually just reading on something. Was it a Facebook group or I don't know, community?
I just called
And
all the Alexa horses.
Someone was saying, "Well, got my message. I got a weird message on my eBay saying, "Hi, I saw your posting on Facebook Marketplaces. It's still available."
No.
But the
story?
person said, what's annoying is it was from an eBay seller. This person that messaged has an account, sells stuff, buys stuff, and they were like,
Bean
"Is it
is
still
saying that,
available?"
I believe B-Nude's thing about putting in a little note into every book that you ship or every record. Media stores would, I think, media niches would heavily benefit from that for return customers' sake, because return customers actually are some of the customers. There was a conversation somewhere who was conversing about, maybe it was Galaxy CDs, Rocks and Flips, about how somebody was saying that people don't come into a store. People on eBay shop items, not stores, and that's just not true. So when people shop our media store, it's multiple sales. Absolutely, it's really the only store that gets multiple sales. So the other stores are designed for one-off sales, but media is designed to combine shipments. mean, that's what it's for. So everything in there can do that, although it never works properly through eBay's checkout, but you can. And I think that that's the place to put either. And Josh was even saying it. What was he saying? We were talking to him a month ago even about, and he had the best idea ever. If you're selling 45s, make a little sticker 45 that fits right over and it's die cut and has the hole cut out that looks like a label on a 45. Technically, if you wanted to and you had scratched up 45s or something, you could put your label on it and send that as your little keepsake thing. That's going a little far, but you could just send the actual label, which has your name and your brand. Thank you. And branding is the most important thing for the future of reselling. Thank you.
I went to Grok.
I just buried that little nugget right there.
I went to Grok.
That branding is the future.
And because I was like, oh, I'm going to try to make a thumbnail like saying, doing what John says, make an optimal eBay listing. And I put the picture of us three in it. And it was like, this appears to be a podcast and merchandise. It's a group merchandise. Yeah.
It
was like shirts and stickers and
I think we just
like,
need to do everything ChatGPT or Grok or the AI of your choice.
Everyone thinks it should be Whatnot. Well, not everyone.
Oh, nice.
63% of people say
I forgot
Whatnot.
to look at that. Hold on, let's look at that. We have 19 votes. That's a lot. Thank you very much for participating in that. So Whatnot. Okay, so that's the way we were heading. Is there? Let me see if there's a reason why. Did anybody say why? Let's see. Okay, there's Josh's. They keep the sales data, but not the. I mean, they don't keep the sales data, but they do the images. He's talking to masking. Sorry, I'm just gonna be quiet while I do this. Yes, they have a lot of words they're saying about that. Okay, so nobody's really saying that anything about it. Okay. Well, no, that's I just want to see if that agreed with our general sense that we probably should be on Whatnot because of the number of potential people that could be watching it. Didbit has less potential customers, but more of them would be brought there by our hosts, which would be Kevin Commonwealth. And he does a great job of driving traffic to the auctions. But one thing I have noticed is that it's possible that he buys some stuff, you know, they buy stuff. The Didbit guys, the guys that own that, the trash cash, they will often buy stuff just, you know, to source. They're not, but a little bit it's to keep the flow going. So, which means that I wouldn't make as much as Whatnot. You want to talk about it some more?
No.
Whatnot? You want to talk about your leg?
No. Roll up.
I'm gonna roll right up on you. Okay, here, right here. That's good enough. Mike G, my CPS filed extension pushing back the money I owe. I can't hold off beaching for a couple of weeks. I can hold off. Well, that's good. I mean, but you know, it's also fun to just send it out and be done with it. We got charged basically nothing for not paying quarterly. So my understanding is you don't necessarily truly. This is Primo tax advice. You don't have to pay your quarterly taxes. It's highly suggested. No, the IRS says this. I'm not saying it. It's highly suggested. You get penalized
if you don't.
You get penalized, but what they don't tell you is what that penalization is.
It is a percentage.
And sometimes it doesn't amount to very much.
If you
got to know what your penal number is.
If you owe, so right, paying quarterly is a estimate of what you think you're going to make, and you can pay it. But if you underestimated, you'll still get penalized if you did not pay enough. But yeah.
Oh well.
You don't.
I spent all the money. There's none left. Hello. Wait, what happened to Blue? Oh, because you have the gold hat, I think.
Oh, yeah,
Wait.
yeah.
Is the gold hat more than the blue shirt?
No, gold hat.
Lag lapsed. Did lag lapse? Can I give him?
Can
I give him back?
No.
I'd have to make a special tier just for lag to get him his shirt back.
I
Because
can't
he did have a
remember.
blue shirt. He did.
Or is it after the blue shirt?
Maybe it's after. Mike G has a blue shirt. Lag top tier is gold shirt, then blue. Yeah. It's unfortunate, Lag. Something happened there, man. I'll see if I can talk to the Illuminati, see if they can do. They turned Biff's power back on, so we'll see what we can do about that.
So wait, what was Blue VT2 saying?
Oh, sorry. Blue VT2 was saying, hello, attracting all the Mondays kudos to eBay for removing the 3 neutrals because then his sales went to shite, as they say. I mean, also.
Wow, do you really think that's related?
No.
You know.
Could be.
Remember?
The past few days have been a
though,
little dopey.
You remember though, like back when we first came on talking about eBay, and like I said, we were all so desperate to understand what the heck was happening to sales, and how we were even throwing out that contacting eBay too much would somehow annoy them.
Wait, annoy who? Who's annoyed?
It's nothing.
People tell me I sound like an old geezer.
I think he has such a calming voice.
Yeah, he sounds teachery. Mm-hmm. You sound. I can't talk. You sound. Do I have coffee? There we go.
Oh, Tactical Z says to Todd, but you are a good harmonica player.
I didn't hear that. When do you play harmonica? Harmonica.
Biff says I
We
eat
didn't
bacon
see
and
that.
eggs at noon and New York steak and salad at night, pretty much. So it's like a keto. Some macadamia nuts and whatever fruit
Dude,
comes
that's
up at the farmer's market
that's
on
the
the
life.
horizon.
That's what I'm talking
Yes,
about.
It does sound goof. Goof.
Goof.
That's
It's
good
Denny's
and
in the
Biff together.
morning,
Goof.
and
it's the benefit of good and Biff.
yeah.
Goof.
What did we have? Didn't we want to tell Biff about something? I remembered something or some sort of California thing. Can't remember what it
So
was.
Josh was saying that eBay keeps the sales data, but not the images. WorthPoint keeps the image data indefinitely. $1 in the swear jar. Josh was saying they have a special API integration. Biff, who says that they only keep data 90 days? That would be a terrible practice.
No, Biff says. Josh says they do. It makes sense to me because of what I just said. I can go in 30 days. I can go in 90 days, and I won't be able to see something like a Whitco item.
Oh,
Because those only come around
Beard King,
every
you're probably gone.
every 6 months or whatever. Aloha and aloha, because aloha is goodbye too.
And
aloha, which is I love you. So aloha, aloha, aloha.
And what is this saying? Like what a waiter says when they serve you your food.
Here you go. What do you mean? What are you saying? What'd you say?
Let me know if you need anything else. No,
Oh,
it's like in French, enjoy your food.
Enculé, enfant de putain. If anybody knows French, I just swore like big time. Let's see. eBay will have centralized image storage and redundant backup.
Bon appetit.
But okay. There we go. That's
what I
totally
wanted to
different than
say.
what I said. You'll get a distinctly different reaction from both of those statements.
Oh gosh, I just literally went like my brain is
Numb.
not good.
Today's our Friday. Let's talk about how great it is being married. Married.
Okay.
Let's talk about it.
No.
You love it. Yeah, so being married is like being trapped under a moving vehicle where you're safe,
Under a Mack truck.
but you don't know. But you don't know. No, in signs when the lady's pinned in the tree and the half of her
Vamonos,
guts,
children, vamonos!
and half of her guts are below, and she's being pinned together. But as soon as they move the truck, she's gonna die because all her organs are fine.
don't.
That's marriage.
Yeah, don't.
Why? What happened?
Oh,
It's so bad.
it reminds me of
Like real life.
something that we heard recently.
Don't talk about that. Then. Don't do it. reverse. That's one thing about being on the spectrum. Sometimes people give you reverses.
If only that
They don't
was
hold
real.
it against you. Sometimes they totally hold it against you, but sometimes they don't, which is kind of cool.
Josh was saying
And I keep all that information in
Google's
my book over
database is
here.
mostly HTML, and their reverse image AI is awesome. eBay should be able to build the same software.
I thought that's what we were doing. Well, what I'm going to say is they're not. If they're not doing it, they're not doing it on purpose. What is that? They are going to buy something down the road. They have some sort of. Nothing is not thought about. Their solutions might be jacked, and their solutions might be kind of actually backwards, and in some cases seem very juvenile because their brain trust is probably young, and so is the world, and we just get older. Thanks for Josh pointing that out the other day for the for the young and or what was the word he used? The thing I'm not super psyched. What's the word he used? Jeez, ambitious.
Oh yeah.
I'm not
I was like, oh yeah, that totally was so not ambitious.
of us. What are you doing?
Oh, I was just perusing.
You're just looking at some pictures.
No, I take
little
screenshots
doom
of things that
scrolling?
I find interesting, and I did
Little
see
doom scroll
that
down
cue me up that eBay is partnering with global. Oh no, something. It's like
Global Cyber Mega Globalcom. Google's database is mostly
Kimo
HTML with the
favor.
reverse. Yeah, that's why they're lame. But I mean, they're antiquated, is what I think the words are. I mean, they've tried to catch up. I'm not sure. I don't know anything about it, honestly. Josh knows way more than I would ever know. But as far as just from a experience level, you can tell they're not necessarily totally on the ball. But I do think that they're the people who come up with solutions. So what was the latest thing that was invented where they came up with a weird solution? And I'm like, oh, I bet that solution is to prevent this other thing from happening. Remember that? Remember just the other day something new. Oh, no, it was about feedback. Was it about feedback? The automatic feedback is about something they were going to do. And then I was saying the reason they're doing it isn't the reason they're saying they're doing it. They're doing it for some reason that benefits them. And if it happens to match up with our benefit, so be it. We'll all be happy. But they're not doing it to benefit us necessarily. There's some other ulterior purpose.
well, I mean, isn't there always?
There's always an ulterior purpose. Aloha, Big Dre.
Aloha.
I saw you over on the Galaxy Cedar Rocks and Flips show, and you said something, and I forgot what it was because I was going to either congratulate you on it or ask you about it or say too bad. It was one of those three things. But I can't even remember what it was now. But, yeah, saw you say something. Sorry. Dendicor.
I don't know the significance of this.
We need more Pokey or 0 stars.
Oh.
He's hard-assed. We don't want to get on his bad side. Matt was also.
Oh.
There he is. Oh, he's all sleepy and like, what?
Oh,
Dendicor woke
Tiny.
me up. Oh my gosh. I hope you got what you wanted, Dendicor. Well, he had to use his own energy to hold up his big head all by himself.
So eBay announces global payment acquiring partnership with Checkout.com.
There we go. What's that mean?
I don't know.
How's
It
that help
says
me?
the partnership expands eBay's global payment platform capabilities to enhance customer experience and drive operational efficiencies.
Yeah, I'm not a fintech. I'm not a lover of fintech. I don't understand all isn't it just Visa card? You just pay. Why does there have to be so many payment solutions?
AO loves walking and getting in the mall early in the morning. And, I know.
You got marbles.
And smiling those. I do often sound like I have marbles in my
You're a
mouth.
little marbly.
I am marble.
Today more than normal.
Yeah. Those cinnamon pretzels. Auntie Anne's. Are they Auntie Anne's? Or are they the Cinnabon?
We're talking about the rolls you talked about.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, but somebody else has pretzels? Don't answer my question.
Yeah, you don't.
Please. Don't say anything.
How dare you?
Keep it all inside. Bottle it up. Keep it all inside until one day somebody gives you the wrong attitude, like the guy that I asked for a discount on shipping for Santa Claus from Massachusetts to Vermont. He wanted $12.95 to ship a candle Santa Claus, and I said, can you give me a discount? And in all capitals, he said, I don't make the prices. The PO does. How's that for indignancy?
Well, like, dude.
No, he was I'm guessing it's an old guy because he communicates in all caps. But it's $12.50 to ship a candle. I happen to know. I live right here.
At the most,
I know how much it costs.
$8.50. It's probably more like
$8.50.
$4.99.
It's gonna be right. You're right. You got the right words.
Mike, you will get some.
Mike, you're gonna get yours.
Some sales.
All right. Okay. Good.
Wait, what is Mike talking about?
She could be like saying something.
Those tubs that pop always scare me and make Mom open them.
You
Yes,
pull
I know.
The thing?
You take a spoon and you pop it and it.
Oh, that's what happened. Lag got PTSD when he was young from a roll of
Lag. It's
roll of
okay.
cinnamon rolls. That's what happened.
They wouldn't hurt you. Don't worry.
And then he had to get a robot voice in Metal Legs too. So he and I both have Metal Legs now. And now he has a robot voice.
So Jen is just hoping to stay 25% ahead of last year. That would be great.
Robot voice.
Mike got a cha-ching, cha-ching, $300.
$300.
Big Dre says, yesterday I noticed a table in the hallway, not to my unit, and the unit that the homeless was living in was empty. Oh, I could see a bracket missing at the top of the wall of my unit where the table was.
I have no idea what's being said here.
Yesterday, I noticed a table in the hallway next to my unit and the unit that the homeless
storage unit. Storage unit. Okay.
What did you think by unit?
Unit. It could have been Moon Unit, Zappa. I don't know. I need to be sure.
Here's his unit. Here's the unit that a homeless person was living in.
Yes, I remember
and
him saying there was one.
there was a table
And the
in
mice
the
are going
hallway
to get in there, yes.
next to them.
What? Why was the table in the hallway, though? Does he spread? Is he allowed to spread out into the hallway at night so he can stretch out from his storage unit? And that the homeless was living, it was empty, and I could see the bracket missing. Oh, because he took it off. That's why. Because he's out of there. Okay, so we're celebrating this. This is a move.
Yeah, that's right.
Where there's less mice.
So I wonder if who was kicked out then must be.
Okay, that's it. I'm going full Fred Durst now. I have some coffee. Fred Durst.
Don't have us try to interpret
this
anything.
kind of looks like a. Look at my hat.
Easy or difficult.
Does that looks crazy, huh?
Oh, because of your headphones. Yeah.
Because of my big head.
Your headphones.
But I can't. I could do them backwards. Hold on.
Ooh, AO does the cinnamon rolls in the air fryer. B Nudes with Cena Josh, and then some. AI will replace most traditional programmer.
Fred
Fred
Durst. Still looks weird. You know what? You can't really wear fitted hats backwards. It doesn't look right. You have to have the one size fits all. You can't wear these backwards. I decided. By general decree.
Mike was saying, when I hear the cha-ching, it's a
No
brief, yes, finally, but then back to, where's my sales?
That was Mike's day.
The one thing that makes me not want to watch James's videos is all his cha-chings.
Yeah,
and I'm like, I'm happy for him, but I think it's our phones. And then
it's the worst thing in the world.
Oh, dang it, it's
is
not
to be
us,
watching
it's
James's
him.
video and those cha-chings are going off and not a single one of them was real from ours.
I mean, I'm glad for him. I'm sad for us.
Yeah, we're really glad. Yeah, good job.
If you kiss the item, the sell-through rate doubles. I did a study.
Yeah, we just look at them funny.
So Big Dre was saying one box was stolen that
We're
was
not
on the top
creepy.
shelf. Oh, valued at $800. That's the last draw.
Oh, now I get what
I'll be
happened.
moving to the U-Haul storage. Oh, dang it.
So we learned many, many, many years
How about
ago.
renter's insurance?
20
Would renter's
years ago.
insurance cover that? But I don't know if anyone.
It's business, maybe though. Be too businessy. But I remember 20 years ago is when I learned the storage unit problem with someone living in a storage unit because of the food, and that brings animals and ants and such. And I ended up getting so annoyed with it. I spray foamed the entire, because it was like a built unit, like a fully like metal built unit they put up in a couple of days. Nice. I love it when we sell one of those magazines because they were free. And then so I foamed up the bottom where how they're built is that there's a little gap under the bottom, and often at the very tip top where mice can get in. I mean, if it depends on how high you have piled up things, they can get in from the top, because I have seen them coming through the hole in the top, and then I've got mice in my arcade games. So I did that. I foamed the entire bottom, and they did not make me pay for it. They were definitely curious as to what I had done, and I explained that it was for the mice, and they didn't even like get mad at me or anything. Thank you. The rumor is the Facebook's going to buy the eBay. That's wrong. I mean, even if it was right, it would be wrong. So I'm just going to say
It could be wrong. It could be right.
James needs his sales. Like a crackhead needs a hit. James needs
He
his
does.
sales.
He wants to get a Lamborghini.
Yes, he needs a Lamborghini, and I'm in full supporting of him getting a car potentially that could cost more to maintain than our mortgage per year. But that's up to him. He gets to get what he wants, and I want him to get what he wants and needs to make him feel whole. I mean, it's a damn Lamborghini, and James is getting a damn Lamborghini.
So B Nudes is saying,
This is
yeah.
the swear show.
Damn.
I didn't do anything.
B Nudes
I
was
didn't do
saying
it.
that, yeah, they are engaged in the Facebook integration as we speak, from what I've heard from some friends who work at Meta and are coders. But working at Meta, you never know. They are a very agile operation, and the engineering matters daily and not.
Well, I do know that a lot of the people that work for both companies are the same. They share the same group of techie types.
So Jen was asking, are you guys near Castle, Delaware? No, just packed an order for there. No,
Nope.
Delaware is probably like how many hours from us? 9?
It's like Virginia and then Delaware, so like 10, 11 maybe.
Yeah. I've never been to Delaware.
We're like I mean, the easiest, I think we're on the 45th parallel or something like that. But we are 1/2 an hour away from the Canadian border. Thank you.
We are located in so a half an hour from Canadian border, but it's like an hour and a half from Montreal, right?
Yeah, well,
And then
it's
we're
a
like
little less now.
3.5 hours from Boston, 6 from New York City. So
It's a pretty good
I
spot.
mean, we've done a New York City trip in one day, like delivering
You
stuff.
can do that. But mostly it's more better if you get the money from the sale and then you go blow it all in one night in New York City and have a good time. And you go to
And then
Nobu.
you're really hungover, and then
she
drive
can't
home
even like
with-
hold her head up.
Drive home with the worst menstrual cramps ever in your
And then you
life.
get your period the next day. and then it's a big mess. But it was a lot of fun.
Once people.
No, well, we didn't just do that once. We have very poor money management skills when we used to go drop off stuff and they'd pay us in cash or Venmo, whatever. I wouldn't have had Venmo, PayPal at the time, and we would just go blow it because it was like, Remember we were young and free.
That was a
And
really
hip.
fun night, though. I mean, that was such a whirlwind.
Which one?
When we did that. When we dropped
We've
off
done it a
those
bunch of
Herman Miller
times.
chairs.
Oh, the Herman
and-
Miller time. I see,
Yeah,
I see.
and then we're like, let's go.
That was more nutty than normal because we got a driver. We got a limousine to drive us around and like wait for us places. And then we left there and I'm like, oh my God, my head hurts. And she's like, you have to carry me to the car. And then we had to drive 6.5 hours home. And I remember trying to find a Whole Foods. Like I wanted, like we were on the throughway or whatever. And I'm like, can I just pull off on it? Just give me a Whole Foods. I mean, I didn't really care where I went, but I wanted a Whole Foods specifically at that point. I don't remember why. Because I wanted some food or sustenance of some sort. Bottom line is drunk.
Yeah, I'm so glad I don't do that anymore.
It was a decade ago.
I don't like feeling like that.
But hold on, we don't even have anything good to replace that though. So we're saying that all those memories are gone now. I mean, are done. So we should record those. We just did, I guess.
Biff was saying that once people see his buy two get one free coupon, they step into my store for sure. And B Nudes was saying this guy had said that they're very effective. Den Decor, lots of drop shippers in Delaware.
You got to put the thing in your package, okay?
Today, Jovial is saying today is National Reveal the Genius Within Day. Just an FYI.
Can you pat me on the back?
You're so
you
funny.
Son of a gun.
She's like, I'm still looking and I'm able to reveal anything as of yet. I don't know.
Revealing.
I don't know what my
I'm officially
genius move would
I'm
be.
officially a super genius. Half. The other half, unfortunately, is a super dipshit. But I'm just saying that if you've got both sides, occasionally I will function at a much higher level than somebody else in a certain very limited category, and most times function below average in important things.
And
like keeping my money after making a sale in New York City.
Den Decor was saying, I guess, okay, his coupon is included on the packing slip and more I put in every order. Has a QR code for the store and a thank you message.
We're just ending at 3, even if we don't get to the messages.
Well, keep going. Instead of talking about being drunk in New York City.
I had to because we can't even have fun anymore. We're old now. Damn it.
Where are we now?
I don't know. Den Decor saying, it's pretty slick setup on pack slip and more. I bought a cheap color laser printer and it's like 2 cents per page to print out the...
0.002.
Yes, well, we have a laser printer that she broke. She broke the little seeing eye thing off the bottom. So now it only prints 1 page at a time. So,
you guys should keep a bingo card of
what she
or
broke
a list
this week.
of other things.
The breaking.
However, we did get our eBay purchase of a replacement star.
Oh, where is that?
Our star emblem for the hood.
So she snapped off the star the other week.
So this is the new one. So
look at that
we were trying to put it on, but it's a little more difficult. We were doing it right before the show, and then it was like quarter of, and we're like, quick, we better get in.
Purchased on eBay.
And I have got to say, it looks way better in person than it did in pictures. And we often hear that too, that our items look better than the photos.
Well, that's kind of the experience you're trying to deliver. So thank you very much, seller, for doing that.
Because the photos can show so many imperfections.
They do. They show every imperfection. Yeah. So
on small items for sure.
I'm sure most buyers on here are tuned into that fact. So when you find something that kind of looks a little rough, but you can see through it with your magical buyer eyes, I do that sometimes because then you'll get a better deal because people might overlook it.
Well, what's interesting though is when I saw that, I was like, gosh, dang it, we missed out on that other one.
Bad pictures.
I was like, gosh, dang it, this one isn't
that was much more expensive,
as good quality as the other one we saw. And lo and behold, it's actually probably just as good, if not better. Biff was saying you do not need help from Dibbit. Don't bother.
Okay, thank you.
Basket News. I don't think we'll see Meta
answer?
buy up eBay unless...
What not went up a little bit? We have 22 votes at 68%. So I'm going to end poll now with that. Thank you, everybody, for participation.
Thanks. I don't think we'll see Meta buy up eBay unless intellectual property rights go forefront with legislation. Mike was saying,
could see some merging of corporate functions. Sure. I mean, I guess they could merge, but it's not going to change anything operationally. So that's why I guess it's really irrelevant who owns eBay. It's going to just function the same way.
So Mike was saying, my CPA stated
to
you have
say-
to owe 1,000 or more
Yucky.
prior to tax filing to do estimated quarterlies.
Sweetheart, can I talk smack about a fellow reseller?
Who? Whisper.
John from Flip. No, the guy. No, I can't do it. So there's.
We're not smackers.
We can't. We can't do that. But
Tell me. Just tell me. Tell me. Oh. What did you want to say?
just about how
About her, him.
yeah, about them, they.
Well, no, I'm pretending that I'm not giving
they
any clues.
I've seen a couple of shows from they, and I guess the only reason I even want to mention it is because
I have not
I'm
been
like,
watching this person in a while, so I
this
don't know what
is
you're
why
talking about.
eBay has such problems. Is from this reseller, and they admitted once to doing something super sketchy, and then in a different show admitted to doing something super sketchy, and then in their last show admitted to literally copyright fraud, like making counterfeit product and selling it on eBay. And
What do you mean by last show? Like, how long ago was this
I'm not gonna
last
say.
show?
And then and that they quickly got told by eBay, you can't sell counterfeit products on here. But they had already gone through the process of ordering the counterfeit products that looked exactly like a real product. And I'm like, I can't believe this person is saying this.
I can't believe that person would either, because
I think he doesn't know. I don't know.
they seem
I said
like
he.
they're really.
But they. It was Nurse Cat Flipper.
No.
Just kidding. Just kidding. It
Who's
wasn't.
that?
Cat Nurse Flipper. Nurse Cat Flipper.
Yeah, don't even joke.
Cat the
Don't
Nurse
even
Flipper.
joke.
It wasn't her at all. No. I'm just trying to mix it up now.
Yeah, you don't pretend somebody else.
But anyway, this person said that they counterfeited. They said that they have done other super lechy, scammy things, and they're a YouTuber that wants to tell people how to do stuff. And I was super duper shocked. That's all.
What
I'm gonna
were
say
they
about
counterfeiting? Can you write
I
it down?
can't say.
Write it down. I want to know.
It's not that. It's not. Don Flippin says he knows who.
Oh my.
And I can't remember the name of what they were. But anyway.
Candia would be livid if they heard that that's what they were.
I know.
They
But no,
were
they
counterfeiting.
ordered the thing with the name on it. Like literally on purpose counterfeiting. And literally, according to allegedly, listed them on eBay, and eBay took it down and said, "Don't do that." And they're like, "Oops." And I'm like, "I've never done anything like that, and I'm a reseller. How can you do this?" And that's where I'm at right now.
That is so downright just that irks me so much. I mean, we bought a pair of counterfeit sunglasses once. I mean, they looked real and everything, but when we got in there, we were like, there's no way that these are real.
Reader Rippy, aloha. You're coming in.
Hi,
You're coming in from the outfield to, it's really, the only reason I'm mentioning it is because I don't understand.
Tech and Sport sells only like shirts though and stuff.
It wasn't him. I'll just say that. But it's not it's very troubling to me because of the history and of how I don't know. I'm not the person to talk the smack, but I am too at the same time.
John is like, you already read that. I've never did those things. You're so funny, John.
No, of course not. John's awesome, and John is a trustworthy. I would trust John. I trust John. I trust Biff. I trust Paul. I trust AL. I'm not sure yet. He's got a lot of glizzy. He's glizzy overdose.
He's motivated by food.
Anyway, I'm just saying that I've been super extra, like, kind of willing to overlook things, and then I was pretty shell shocked when I watched that particular piece of.
Biff is saying, "Tell us in the next member
I will.
live."
I'll talk. I'll talk about it because I think it's a fair. No, I think almost 90% of people are super legit.
Well, I can't believe it
95%.
because Chris
I
from
think you can trust me. Daily Refinement.
Yeah, like he got kicked off from eBay big time.
Yeah, I know. It's. I mean, he got kicked off of eBay, and then people have used his pattern and developed some pretty good businesses. So he proved himself. His way of doing business works. It's definitely not for me. I'm not. I don't need to make $1 million doing working that hard or hiring that many people. I really don't want people because I'm kind of done with people.
Can you scroll up? I would like to read more comments.
Oh, sorry. I just like to drop that little passive
I know.
aggressive
I
attack.
hate it when people do that. It's so cheeseball.
I love it.
Well, it's
Hello, penal number. Goodbye, monetization. Yeah, I don't do too well in monetization, unfortunately. In fact, the members, I rely on members, so I got to build up the members. I got to build up the member reality. And then do like much cooler stuff in the members. I still think that would be cool. I have a hard time shutting people out being the kid that was shut out of things as a kid. I don't want to make paywalls and stuff, but at the same time, if you do have a paywall, you can say cooler stuff.
Wait, what is this? So Rita Ripey was saying Pegasus Lounge tell the truth about tech and sports. Is Pegasus Lounge a eBay YouTuber person?
He's the one that James has been talking about.
The guy that talks.
He's more
smacker.
of a salacious.
Oh wait, does that sound weird?
Well, he's a salacious. And that's how you get views. So
See,
it's hard
need...
as a YouTuber to discount people who are clickbaiting and saying salacious stuff because that's how you actually win at YouTube. You know how we do it? This isn't the win way.
It's funny how there's like
this is the enjoyable way.
It's just sort of funny how there's like all this drama, this reseller YouTube drama, like with that lady.
We're trying to raise some.
That lady,
John's getting mentioned
Nicole.
for real reasons. We're going to have to make some stuff
and
up.
I'm like, gosh, I hope that eBay shoppers don't see some of these videos because it makes us sellers look like
I don't know.
Real creeps.
I hope it makes us look like real people. And we're just like, we love you, sellers. We love you.
No, I'm talking about people dissing on other eBay sellers, and it just looks.
I'm
really
trying to pick a fight. We need some interaction. So I'm picking fights. I'm just gonna run around picking fights.
And the whole thing with the
I remember how when I was
just makes it so
much younger,
creepy.
I used to like go up to the biggest guys in the place and like pick fights.
So Biff was a good point.
Remember I was a fighter.
Biff was
back
saying,
in the day.
"You're a macho man."
Remember how girls would always stick up for me when I got in fights?
Yeah,
that's the real story.
He would go out with like my coworkers.
now you're gonna tell the real story.
My female coworkers, because I was
she was always
underage.
asleep. Such a loser.
I was underage.
Or that too. That's right.
And he went out with one of my coworkers, and he was wearing these platform shoes that he had customized. And we live in a college town, and
the 90s.
Some of these guys
cool
were all
90s.
like, "Oh, look at you and your whatever."
They slapped my hoagie out of my hand. Submarine sandwich, grinder.
Like,
yeah, they slapped not in my face. They
and
slapped on the ground.
my coworker was like, "Oh, aren't you guys macho
singing
man?"
at them, and they threw money at us and ran away. It was the coolest, like.
But they pushed you over or something, right?
They didn't push me over.
Oh.
They slapped. They attacked me. It was full violence. They slapped my sandwich and it went on the ground. I can't eat a ground sandwich. So the people made me a new sandwich. They threw money to pay for the sandwich and they left. Right?
Yeah.
That's magic.
Girls be sticking up for you.
I ain't fighting my own battles.
So Biff was saying, I'm sure a tax deadline has had some impact on sales.
I ain't scraping
I think so too.
These babies. I let my ladies do the fighting for me. What about tax deadlines?
Oh, that people were
a little bit
busy.
Could be
scrambling.
Now you guys, like this James. I mean, James has the numbers. I can't. I mean, it's so difficult for us to. I turned it off. Somehow we don't feel the pain of the week.
What?
Weekly, maybe we feel pain.
By turning off what?
Our brains. It's not very hard. To ignore the numbers, like
no,
day to day.
I have to force myself to turn my brain on.
Yeah,
my brain
right.
is always
You're
off.
auto. You've got it on default off. And mine's on, but I have no desire to go look at my numbers. I just wait for me to be poor or at Costco. That's how I know. Okay.
Blue V2 was saying Primo's fan went out for pizza and ordered a large meat lovers. When the waiter asked if they wanted it cut into 8 slices or 12, Primo replied, better make it 8. I don't think we can eat 12.
That's right. That'd be crazy.
Silverhair was saying harmonica is my life.
What?
Does he really play harmonica?
We haven't heard that. You gotta wah, wah. We gotta hear you wah, wah.
I was trying to watch your
Basket Noodle didn't like signs. Oh no!
Oh,
it's one of our faves. It's one of our faves.
Oh yes.
It's one of our feel good swing for the swing away, Meryl. There's a lot of good little plot points in there, and a lot of awesome nonsense in there, and Joaquin Phoenix, and then the aliens.
Oh, WTF was saying, I hope that your live show on Whatnot or Deep Debt will be broadcast live on YouTube. Sure,
oh yeah,
we can figure it out.
Yeah, I think they make it super easy to simulcast.
Brain Trust is my gamer name.
Yes.
Gamer tag. Like.
I don't trust my brain.
Yes, Tactical
tag.
Z. Lang does have a lot of gamer names or gamer tags.
I have skin tags on my brain.
It was Tactical
so
Z
gross.
for the last 2 weeks. Dendicor, Boomer probably goes to the post office counter. I go to the post office counter.
Boomer. You
not
do.
a
Well,
boomer.
that's only. And if you have to go to the post office counter, that's usually a good day, right? That means we've shipped twice, because the guys already come once and then we ship twice. So that's good. But we do have to go to the counter. I mean, she does have to go to the counter. And at that time, while she's at the counter, I'm holding Pokey. Thank you. And you know what he's doing? Running around on me, poking me with his little claws, going, squeak, squeak, where's mommy? Squeak, squeak, where's mommy? Doesn't even love me.
Biv was saying, I live in a 1-horse town and my post office has 1 window. Yesterday, the lady in the front of me was shopping stamp designs like she was buying a new car.
They do that, don't they? The little ladies, they get all dressed up with their purses and they go to the post office. And
They do actually have a lot of good stamps.
Yeah.
It's funny because
Usually around Christmas.
I just go in there while I'm standing in line and I just zone out.
She wanted the Betty White stamps.
Staring at the stamps. They had some Keith Haring ones. But I just look at them and I'm like, wow, that's
I guess
really
they
neat.
still encouraging
I like those.
philathaloclics.
Basket
What's it
Noodles
called?
was saying, expect
You know the
more.
word.
Last night on CBS News, it was said working homeless in the U.S. may be 400% greater than currently reported and
It's definitely escalating. But what do we do, Basket Noodle? Because I ran out of kerosene when I was burning the fire moat around my house. What do we do when we run out of kerosene? I was going to have natural gas installed. So at least that way the fire...
We have an extremely high rent in our area and property taxes.
The rent's too damn high. That's what I bought.
It needs to be more affordable to live.
It was affordable once. Way back 20 years ago, it was super affordable.
Only Fred from Limp
Should've
Bizkit
bought
can
that.
wear a red fitted hat backwards. WTF got
I
a
know.
sale. Yes.
It's true.
Only manufacturing jobs are coming back. Or people need the traditional trades.
By the way, only certain manufacturing. Traditional
Yeah.
trades, of course, you're not going to get we
Carpentry,
need those.
plumbing,
Yes.
electrician.
If we're building, we need tons of those.
Those people
But
are
we're not going to
psyched.
make Ever-Ready We're not moving the India Ever-Ready battery plant back to the U.S., although we might. Wasn't that long ago. You know, our friend actually we had an Duracell. What battery plant was just up here in Vermont? Up until about 10 years ago, there actually was a battery plant here. And he bought remember that huge table he has? That's aluminum. It was made to manufacture.
Oh, it's like a gear.
It looks like a gear, but it's actually got 5 or 6 stations on it where they put the batteries together.
Oh,
So it's actually a manufacturing table.
And then he had a big piece of glass cut
Yes.
to put on top of it.
to make it usable. It's pretty
yeah,
cool.
it is actually. I did not know that that's where that came
That
from.
is, yes. I don't think it was
Well,
like
hands
I don't think
up.
it was like a 9-volt battery. It was like a product battery for some purpose. But Anyway, they only
Oh,
got rid of
dear.
that 10 years ago, maybe.
Reader Ripey, it was a very big expose on tech and sports. Oh, lots of comments that weren't good.
From victims. I'll go
Interesting.
look at it again, but I've known him to be the Phoenix lounge guy is salacious. Should we talk smack about him so he'll write about us? We need somebody to do something on us.
No.
Damn it.
The thing is
Please hate us.
the thing is that that's just not a good way to go through
We
life.
need content. Well, James pointed out was very clear yesterday, and I totally 100% agree, is you can run your station with garbage intent, and then life will catch up to you, and at some point you're going to be sitting there going, something real bad in real life's going to happen.
You get labeled like a just sort of a creepy
And all your
person for
karma
doing
is
that.
just going to come back and land on you in a bad way. So it's always better to at least attempt to put out positive stuff so that when it dumps back on you, it's at least lighter and fluffier. I don't know. But
Yeah.
less
Yeah,
moist.
I don't know. Maybe he'll just go away.
Biff, I don't think he's going to go away.
Well, no, just like maybe he'll change his
He's not,
approach. I don't know.
he's not in our viewing circle, but he puts out content pretty regularly. We just don't watch him.
Well, you know what? The thing is, the more people watch, the more he's going to be doing videos like that. And it is true. We all get lured in by salacious stuff. So,
True.
but
So Biff's going to lurk at San Jose Applebee's to try to eavesdrop on some happy hour eBay meta
is
shop
that where they
talk.
hang out?
I do know one of the places they do hang out is at Trader Vic's in San Jose, which is at the airport. So you'd have to park at the airport and go into the terminal, and there's a Trader Vic's in there, and that is the secret spot where a lot of the tech bros.
Brightline E was saying my most popular eBay feedback comment is best experience ever. I'll definitely buy from this seller again, but they never come back.
No, they don't.
Jen was saying
Oh, lies!
Jen was saying, I'm never like that with money. When I get a large amount of money at once, I try to hold on to it because it doesn't happen often.
Well,
and that is the smart thing to do.
I'm just saying that we're idiots. I mean, we're the opposite of smart in all cases, all scenarios. When it comes to money, though, specifically when it comes to money, I have a very smart side and a very
Oh, wait, Paul was
dumb
here.
side.
Dang
And
it, we missed him.
the dumb side way better. It's way more fun. But wait, Paul's here now, getting drunk with my neighbor.
He's
Oh, is this
gone,
the old
I'm
one?
sure.
Then heading out of town to get proper sozzled. We'll catch up. Well, I hope you survive.
Be
Paul.
careful, Paul. I hope you had
I
fun
don't-
because I'm sure you're not here right now.
People don't drive.
Hope
though.
you have
People are on the
fun.
train, so it's okay. In that case. it's
And I hope that there's
Hope you
some
don't pee your
pictures.
pants.
I hope that
Or
you
fall
are
in
going to
a
be
bush.
climbing up any walls and dangling from
your
street
cowboy boots.
signs but have so much fun. You
Try to
deserve it.
stay on the grounded level. Try to stay on the ground level of all the places you go tonight. And we look forward to seeing that you're alive tomorrow.
So I know that this has probably been discussed, but I'm just looking at
No, it
Basket
probably
Noodles
hasn't.
comment about Amazon, which I was reading how, and I think it's probably been a while, Amazon is now putting links to the company manufacturers' websites or business websites. So say like L'Oreal sells on Amazon
Or Maybelline.
or Maybelline or
Okay.
something.
Yep, I can do that. I'm imagining right now. Go.
I guess there's probably a fee associated with it, but
Ooh.
supposedly Amazon will have links for customers to just click on that company's website and purchase from there, and then I'm sure they get some sort of affiliate.
Hey, I don't know what
whatever.
you're saying, but it sounds like, I don't know.
Biff spends about 9 cents on his inserts, and I don't really care. I want them to be high, glossy, snazzy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, go in.
There's no point in doing it
If you're
unless
gonna
it's
do
going to
it,
be.
do it.
It doesn't have to be. I wouldn't have to have it glossy, but I definitely want to make it nice and not on like printer paper. I mean, it would have to be on something a little thick, like a 5-pounder. I don't know what pound paper is anymore.
Oh, Silver Hair, the teacher, is like, how do the totals equal 99% and not 100?
On the who? On the where?
Well, on 99%, probably your survey.
Oh, absolute fines. Oh, on
Your
mine.
survey.
I didn't look at it. Let me see.
It was like 63% and something, right?
Where does it go when you do it?
I don't know.
It just went to nowhere. The math probably didn't work out, I'm guessing. Did you say that? Because that's all that could be, maybe.
Mike G was saying that's how I make my living. I use the magical buyer eyes.
Yeah, well, yeah. You look for something that looks better than it looks like in the picture, and that's what you're looking for. And then you hope it actually turns out to be better than it looks out in the picture.
Something that looks better than the picture.
Yeah. What?
You just said you're looking for something that looks better than the picture.
I'm looking for something that
probably
is better than it looks in the picture.
How would you know when you're looking at the picture, though?
Like we looked at the star. I could see the fingerprints, and I'm like, if those are on here when it gets here, I'll just wipe those off. Like it's not produced. The
I literally, my eyesight sucks, so I thought it was like little pits in it, but it was just fingerprints.
Ayo says my wife looked better in pictures. I kind of felt like I got bait and switched our wedding day.
Ayo.
Oh,
now
my
it's not
goodness.
ADHD.
It is no. It's nobody good.
Okay, quick.
That's a lot of words.
We have 22 minutes.
Yes, Don
You can
Flip.
do it. You can do it.
That's correct. You can trust me. Let's see. Hold on. I want to see. Don't trust lag. Basket Missile is pirated. You can trust lag. I mean, this is can we or can't we?
Mike G says I trust no YouTubers thanks to Netflix documentaries. Speaking of that,
you were right.
There's a documentary on Netflix. Anyone that's into guitars, where's Axe Monkey? Was she here?
Yes. Yep. Up top.
Oh, okay.
Up at the top.
There's a new Netflix documentary called it's called Norman's Rare Guitars, and it sounds like it's gonna be really good. It's about he was like way back started selling vintage guitars when no one really said vintage.
I'll have to go double check that, Don Flippin', but
what?
I just recall it being said that paraphrasing, I went to some site, Alibaba or something. That's what I recall. So I'm not filing any allegations or anything. I'm just saying that a couple of things have come out.
Well, you're saying that this person literally admitted to doing this.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. And it's been a couple of things that just seem out of character and also are possibly in character. That's my question. Are these in character or out of character? And I don't like it. But yeah.
Basket Noodle was saying then you have people who make posters out of copyrighted materials. You know what I realized? I got him a Cure poster like 2 years ago for his birthday.
It was to replace a poster I had in college.
And
head on the door.
I'm
but it was
thinking,
like huge.
I don't think that was copyrighted. It's
Huge.
those like
No, it was
It's like those print
it
on
was
demand
fake.
ones.
It was a fake
yeah,
one,
you
yes.
get them. What was that website?
Well, because it's $250 to get a real one.
And I was like, how is the?
So then
that's weird.
Then they can scan an original one and then they sell it in like 6 different sizes. So.
Our smoke detector is just beeping.
Oh no.
Major Win was in a meeting, super long meeting. Woo, we're back.
Aloha!
Yay!
I'm so glad you're back. And as long as we're on that subject too, in general,
Pegasus Lounge.
This guy specifically says in his video that his definition of reseller is someone who buys stuff from Timo and resells it. So, and maybe that is. I call that just wholesale resale. That's our wholesale retail wholesale retail. What do you call that? Import export. That's an import export, right? So, and then it depends on if you sell it yourself. So I used to work for a company and they made their own stuff, but they didn't make everything. Then they imported it into the U.S. and sold it at either wholesale to their wholesale customers, which were retail stores, or they sold them in their own retail stores.
But right, they probably had a product development team work with these companies off in other countries to make their product.
They did. They had their own factory actually in India. But
yeah.
In the case of Pegasus Lounge, he's buying and selling. Not technically reselling, because reselling, I thought the definition of that was, I don't think you resell a brand new item.
He's sort of just like a retail store then.
He's an importer.
He's
an importer of items that he wholesales a item into the country and then sells it. And thousands of repetition type thing.
Not. Reselling is usually something that had already been purchased once, and now it's up for reselling again.
That's what resale was. It has to be sold twice. And that's not buying something from Temu and then you selling it. That is just buying from your supplier and selling it. So that's just two party. To be reseller, it has to be three parties. Am I right? Count them.
Doug was saying it's like at Disneyland when the cast members call someone a real guest. God, this little turkey. He's so cute.
Gosh. Oh, Golf Exchange. Aloha.
Hi, aloha. It's been a while.
Aloha from Florida. Hope everybody had a great day. So far, good.
Time.
I'm trying to start some fights amongst people, so we'll see how my day goes.
Nice to see you, Peeping Time.
Aloha, Peeping Time.
Every
I love
so
it
often I see you in the comments after our shows. Nice to see you.
Peeping at us. What kind of hoagie was it? Lag needs to So, let's see. It was late night. I usually got a Philadelphia cheesesteak late at night. I wasn't getting some cold cut sandwich. I need a warm meal at 2 o'clock in the morning. So, I'm going to guess it was a cheesesteak wrapped in a nice piece of foil. With the paper, the foil with the paper on the inside that gets all wet. And for some reason, that makes it taste better.
Let your mind go numb. Mike G was saying, at least they only slapped your sandwich. Could have been worse. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. So for some reason, I got... my mouth wrote a lot of checks. And I was able to usually cash them or borrow the money immediately right on the spot. To cover my checks.
That I'm sure comes as no surprise to anyone here.
So I get within an ounce of a good ass whipping, and then. But I've also been in ass. No ass. I've been in fights.
You remember that time in the frat house? They were like, "What did
I've
they
been
do?"
in like fights with. I mean, like frat houses. So the Stanford volleyball team broke my ankle.
Yeah, but here. They did a frat house. I remember you.
I tried to get them to break my ankle here, but they just chased me out.
Brank it?
My brankle. They just chased me out of their house.
We like to combine words.
Yeah.
Brank.
Yeah.
Broken ankle.
It's not on purpose. Okay, I'm jumping down.
Silver Hair says to Basket Noodle, I want your sores.
No.
Did I say sores?
Yeah, your sores.
Jeez Louise.
Wait, they still make stamps?
Yes,
they do. They're self-adhesive, though, nowadays.
No more lickety split. Mm-hmm.
Basket, I need Rolex reclamation.
Poop on your carpet and leave. I can't eat a ground sandwich you are on.
On fire today?
Jovial.
Yeah, no, I can't, though.
You know, I was just thinking of Jovial and how she sent us all of those Christmas cards.
Talk about a purveyor of positivity. And I think I can honestly, this is something I can rank people. Major Win and Jovial Juggler are pretty supreme level positivity spreaders.
They are.
They spread it.
They do.
In the best way. So thank you. And thank you for bringing it in here.
Joy,
and putting it in here.
Joy.
So we can get some and everybody else can get some and we can nurture it and grow a community of thoughtful kindness. And also beard. Thank you.
Yeah, I know. Mike was saying, look back at what you used to pay for electricity. Dude.
No, it's all.
Oh, it's crazy.
It's all a lot. So far, we're keeping up with it, so it seems okay. I don't know. Is it? I don't know if people are just more. Everyone is feeling that they know everything went up, so people are actually paying a little more for stuff because that's what we're noticing. And I'm wondering because I've been raising prices on resets. Remember how I used to lower prices all the time?
Yeah.
On reset? I've been raising it 1% each time I do a reset now, and sales.
I learned a lot from our shows.
Because
from you.
I'm doing stuff that I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just like, hey, this seems like let's try this. Let's try this. I haven't done anything for a while. Let's try this again. Let's do this. And I always keep in mind it's always
Are you okay, tiny dog?
a zoomed in picture of Auction Professor Moose Knuckle. And but seriously, I remember, like, I always focus on this one thing he said about eBay. You got to keep those items moving. And he said, if it's on sale, take it off sale. If it's been on for a month or whatever, he says he does resets twice a week to keep hammering it. So anything you can do and then not do and then do it again and just mix it up is going to help your account. At least that's the theory that I work on, and it seems to.
Mike was saying, thankfully, I live like I'm poor and I can afford these increases.
Yeah, we do
many
too.
Many peeps are in trouble because they never adjusted their lifestyle.
I'm going to be honest. I'm going to tell these people a true, honest thing about us.
What?
Are you scared? A little bit?
No, I trust you.
We buy store brand cheese sometimes.
That's so funny you bring that up. I literally, while I was doing dishes today,
Never.
I was like, I want to do videos on store brand versus name brand.
There's a big, huge difference, and I have never been a proponent of store brands. But I'll tell you, the last year, no, since the pandemic.
And
actually,
what made me think of that is because I was looking at the store brand dental floss that I bought, and I threw it away because it just shreds. It's the wax.
Well, there's quality differences.
And every time I go to use it, it just like...
The store brand cheese is like half crayons. But other than that, it still tastes pretty similar.
It's half feathers.
It's half feathers and crayons. But we will sometimes, in order to make sure that I guess it takes a lot to feed me. But not really. But the cheese is very important. So we have to keep... We consume about 38 pounds of cheese a week. And it does matter when you have those kind of numbers. You've got to, every penny counts. That's what I'm saying.
Silver Hair was saying to Mike, yes, it's getting tough out there.
I just like to...
Major win.
I'm keeping my positive...
So that documentary is called Norman's Rare Guitars.
Is this where he fakes making guitars, or is this a good documentary?
I want to watch it.
Is it a good one or a bad one?
It's supposed to be good.
Okay, good. Thank goodness. I don't want to see a bad one. I'm just basket noodles, not.
We love you, basket noodles.
Your comments. You had us a guitar documentary. Okay. Rita Rippey, J-Ride has an excuse because of no testosterone. Right. He came in here and told us this like a month ago. And then we were like, are you being a troll? And he's like, no, he actually, and that's true, but there is no excuse for bad behavior.
Wait, what? So someone could murder someone and blame it on testosterone?
Right. Exactly. That's, I mean, no. Unacceptable. I do not accept that. Cornhusker Picker numbers.
Oh.
Jovial says, I kind of came to the conclusion the purchase quantity is too low for me at this time. I was trying to do some research
on this source, that basket. So Jovial was saying that she's actually taken some of Basket Noodle's advice where he said a source that he used for, product. And she said that it got a little confusing, like trying to figure out how that whole system worked, I guess. And then figured out that the purchasing quantity was too large.
Paul Rose is heading
down to town now. Wish me luck. Yeah.
Take an Uber or the train. They got good trains there.
So what would be eBay refurbished? Well, mostly electronics.
So I don't know. I don't know. So you do sign this non-disclosure thing, but the non-disclosure specifically says you're not supposed to say anything that's outside the knowledge that's obviously available if you should look at the listing. So the one thing that's there is it is marked eBay refurbished. So that's a badge of honor.
And so there's eBay refurbished, there's eBay certified. eBay certified refurbished is like technically like it's refurbished by the original manufacturer or somebody who is an authorized refurbisher or whatever.
So usually
and
we qualify
has 2
for
years, a 2-year extended warranty.
So we qualify. Wait, you might not be able to say that. So
no, that's available. I looked it up because I was wondering about that person that gave us a negative feedback.
We looked it up like as we weren't part of it.
And the warranty starts the day
you purchase it.
The day you purchase it, because I was like, oh, do they have to, if someone's unhappy or something didn't work, do they have to return to us during the original eBay?
So we only have 8 minutes. So the thing is that you sell it, and what you have to do is clean it. You have to state what you did to it, it has to be clean. So basically, when you're refurbishing something, you can refurbish it to eBay, refurbished, excellent, medium, and very good.
Yeah,
Something
I don't know
that.
if that's.
There's 3 levels that I can
much.
do. Well, maybe. True. I don't know what I'm not supposed to say. But you are responsible for making this item and grading it properly.
As be working as though in its original. It has to be working as. Bring it back to working like it did when it was originally
Excellent. We'll have
purchased.
Probably brand new, like let's use the things that we sell refurbished, video game systems. New AV cable, new power cable. So it's updated or like whatever. Then I'm selling right now a Dreamcast. Doesn't have the battery door on the back. That makes it not totally complete, can't be excellent. Even though it's totally excellent, can't be excellent without the battery door. So I could buy a battery door. And then you could, if it has some scrapes on it.
Refurbished?
Yes. If it has scrapes on it that you can see from very specifically, they give you detailed criteria for judging your items. Not unlike they don't do for other things for like trading cards or something, but they go into pretty specific detail.
The different different categories might have different requirements.
It's actually a very detailed instruction thing. So anyway, that's what it is. And so you get a year warranty if you buy it from us. Then it goes crappy, you send it. I don't really know how the actual other side of it works.
It's Allstate. You have to contact Allstate.
Then you send it in, or they just give you money. I don't really know.
They will pay to have it fixed, and if it
can't be fixed, they will fly you to LA.
And if it can't be fixed, they will give you whatever money to buy a new one.
They'll fly you to LA and meet with anybody, any star,
something comparable,
and then give you $35,000.
That is all available. That part's all available now.
Now, if I tell the wrong things, can I be violating the?
I don't know. So just zip it.
So yes, you get a trip. You get a trip to Disneyland and $35,000 cash if my thing breaks. Thank you. If my thing breaks. Lag would have fought over the cheesesteak. They're really good cheesesteaks too. So I'd assume if said person got a license, then it would have been okay for them to sell.
No.
A license for what?
Selling counterfeits?
For selling counterfeits. Yeah, if they were an authorized reseller, they could sell them. But he specifically said that he didn't do that. That he made fake ones on purpose to try to steal, essentially. And I don't. Don Flippin, I've said too much. Lag is still licking the pre-sticky stamps.
Yes.
Stamp liquor was like.
Did you know the envelopes, Lag? You used to have to lick envelopes. The adhesive, you would have to lick that to activate it so that.
And the backside of the trail mix saga
Spending Sense, hello.
Is that hippies used to dose the licky parts, and then you would be tripping.
Wait,
who
what?
was here?
Spending Sense.
Spending Sense.
So saying hello.
Aloha.
Let me interject. Let me interject something totally out the subject.
That's
Have
how we
I
do it here.
missed this, or is it new that eBay is instructing how to pack an item on the order?
Oh, no, I haven't seen that.
Are you thinking of the UK for personal accounts? They are doing simple ship or something where the shipping is actually like processed through eBay. Like the funds go right to eBay
lag-
instead of you
I
as
mean,
a seller.
Biff and Lag.
I wonder if that's what you're talking about. If anyone knows, please answer. It's
Cornhusker.
about
Store brand cereal is not cereal. It's just like
cardboard.
fluffed cardboard. Cheese. The cheese in our particular, maybe New England, because we're kind of a cheese state.
We can't watch our show anymore.
See, we don't in the state of Vermont. Being from California, what was cheddar cheese? Orange. Here, no orange. You can't even find orange. There's no orange in cheese here. Cheddar is not. And there's 17 kinds of cheddar. There's seriously sharp cheddar. There's like wicked cheddar. There's medium cheddar. There's New York cheddar. There's like just all these different cheddars, and they're different sharpnesses. But they're all white. There is no orange cheese.
Biff, I consider Kirkland a store brand, but it's
But
high
better.
quality.
It's better.
I don't think they're having.
It's a better store. It's definitely a better store brand because what they do is they bring in the best products.
Come on,
and
let's
then
try to get
they
through.
steal their products and their manufacturing techniques, and then they make their own of that product, of said product.
Sorry, guys, we're gonna do a little skippity doo dah right here. Go down a little. Go down. Go down. Go down. Oh boy!
I jumped a lot.
Hurry!
Jumped a lot. Hurry up. Let's go.
stop.
Where are we going? What's happening?
Stop
here?
it! I feel like a cat, where it's like, wow, whoa.
What a huge compliment, Primo's man. Thank you so very much. Now I guess I have to refrain from making any negative comments. Can't do it, but try to. I'm about to blow.
You're only human.
Now, you know, in this world, it's hard to stay positive, and I don't know a single person in our chat or anybody that we watch that doesn't
thank you, everyone.
maintain positivity in the face of adversity. And that's what we do here. And we're problem solvers, and that's what life is.
And Golf Exchange is saying that for the refurbished, excellent, the bar is very high.
Yes,
to
very,
claim
very
that
high.
something is excellent.
So, I mean, it has to be
refurbished.
100% complete, have barely any defects, cosmetic defects, have new appendages, new the accessories have to be present, and you know, in the case of video games, just buy new ones. I mean,
you don't have to have the original box, but you have to have like a new box for
right.
it.
It has to be in brand new packaging. It can't be reused.
And then, of course, shipped in an outside shipping box. But yeah. Keep going, quick,
like
hurry.
you said, very high. Where do I go?
Down.
Down. It's called certificate.
Oh,
of
so
resale.
Spending Sense is saying it was on on the app. I'm in the U.S.
Oh, weird.
Oh my God. I'm really curious now. Hey, Signal Fixer.
Signal Fixer is here.
Yay!
Where
Just
are
did
you?
my
There you
taxes.
are.
Welcome to the Low
Aloha.
Finance Life. So
The lo-fi.
I'm super curious about that now. eBay telling. What do you mean about?
Do you think they're giving people? They're starting to take responsibility for their sellers and giving them some, like a little bit of guidance
can
on how to
you
do
elaborate?
things. That's what I'm guessing. Is
Wait.
you know how Whatnot teaches you how to do stuff? Like eBay never did that. They're just like, okay, you're a reseller. You gave us your credit card.
Wait. It says pack with peanuts, other packing instructions, etc. So it's not saying you have to, right? It's just saying it's giving you
guidance.
suggestions.
Because people
They're
don't
trying
always
to
know how to do
avoid
it.
people complaining about stuff making it.
Pizza boxes, tampon
Get it.
boxes. The guy wrapped our stuff in binder paper. I mean, pretty resourceful, and it made it, but it wasn't a good experience. I wouldn't say that.
John was saying.
Rita Rippey says, wait, hold on. Rita Rippey says, I have to read Rita Rippey's first because this is about this. Says that the cause of low testosterone, he would make some bad decisions maybe and not his fault. It can be embraced. I mean, I'm okay with that. But at the same time,
Well, maybe you shouldn't be doing selling then.
maybe you shouldn't be selling. If you have to go smoke cigars and blow stuff up and AR-45. You have to be responsible for yourself. And I think that was the only reason I'm mentioning it is because I'm a reseller, and I feel like this is insight into why reselling is sometimes difficult because I'm perfect. You never do anything wrong.
And I hope that he's doing better because
yikes.
I can't imagine that
Record
was...
Crate likes Veganrella. I wonder what it tastes like nowadays. I have not had that in 20 years, and I would never have it again based on 20 years ago's experience. But I bet a lot of change has happened in the...
What is that?
Like not
Vegan?
milk. Mozzarella. That's not.
Oh.
Well, we live in Vermont. They do allow a lot of meatless stuff, but I think even the vegetarians eat steak here because it's like, yeah, I'll have that cow. And then they go get you a steak. And that's farm to table. That's what they call that. Thank you.
Yeah, it's guidance. Okay, well,
what are you doing? You're not allowed to talk about refurbished. You signed an NDA. What can't I talk about it?
No,
So
that's
here's what we did.
John,
here's what she did. She went on an unrelated computer in a isolated location and then asked AI or something about how did you do it? I'm just saying what you did without knowing. Did you
I went to eBay's website and looked up how does the eBay refurbish work?
Not through our account, but just to see like if someone was looking up on eBay about eBay refurbished. Or was it the secret stuff behind?
No, I wasn't looking at secret stuff. No, this was just like in whatever
It wasn't the secret stuff, John. Thankfully.
This was in their, anyone can go online and type in.
They explain what that program is.
I wanted to know how it works from the buyer's perspective.
Exactly. And we needed to know that because we still we have a negative from a person who ordered that way and it's still there. And I didn't think we should get one because they can get it fixed and shove it.
Yeah.
Shovel it.
It was me looking up information from a buyer's perspective.
But just to put it on record, John said it was okay for me to talk about it. So, call flipping ain't easy, and that's why flipping ain't easy. It's true.
Oh, lag! I love when I get a little mouse dropping on my desk when I open an eBay item. Oh,
it's happened for sure. It happens way more often when we're getting items
Hopefully
prepared
there's no
to sell on
that.
eBay. Am I right? Doesn't it happen
I
way
totally
more
just
often
sounded
when we
like
get
that character from Saturday Night Live. Hopefully there's not a Havanta virus in that.
Oh, Debbie Downer?
Yeah, is that what she is?
That's what she is.
Yeah. Mike G had a glorious sale. Okay, we gotta go.
True that.
Hey, wait, Paul!
Record crate says.
Now in the red.
No, it's about the same as 20 years ago.
Wait, is Paul bringing us along on his bar hopping journey today? Now in the red pig.
Now in the red pig.
Lord help me, what's the red pig?
We know what it is.
Have fun, Paul.
I have to kind of agree with you. Having just watched Revenge of the Sith the other day, which is where Palpatine becomes Palpatine, and he's all like, "Oh, I'm so weak, and then he's like, I know where you're coming from.
Major Win is saying, Paul Rose, stay alive, buddy. We need you. We do.
We can't live without you, Paul. So you're gonna get back in one piece, please, and don't hurt that little noggin of yours. Don't fall on it. I'm always worried about people falling on their head, especially you.
I am too.
What, do I have anything else to say?
No. Oh, hey guys, we're gonna go.
We should go before.
We're gonna run to the post office. Thank you so much for being here.
Guess what, folks? It's time.
Activate Pokey.
Bro, there he is. There's that little guy. I love you, man. You're my favorite friend. You're my best friend in the whole world. That was funny. Oh, you're back?
Thank you, everyone, for spending time with us. Carla, here's your post. Paul, have fun, be safe. Thank you, Doug and Rose, for your generosity. Thank you, everyone. We really appreciate you. My throat.
Bye, Spider Sense. Bye, Basket
Aloha,
Noodle.
everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Aloha.
Have a great day. Have a great week. Flippin' Ain't Easy is on Friday and other things and such. Bye.
Oh, look at him gazing outside.
Oh, you a precious little bunny.
Oh,
Who's a precious bunny rabbit? It's Easter Bunny.